Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for everyone's least favorite game. Let's play Adventures in Web Hosting. And that's why I'm not a game show host. It's been a while since I've written about web hosting, and frankly I would have liked it to be a while longer. The topic is dull, and the customer service and business implications are difficult to describe. But just as with our clients, here we need to make sure our websites run perfectly and that we're paying the right amount for that. And the issue recently came to a head. Adventures in web hosting, well, it happened. By the way, there will be a happy ending not only for us, but you. Please read on. 3 years ago, we shifted our web operations from a shared hosting platform to a dedicated server. At the time, we stayed with the same company we'd already been with for 10 years, so as of this latest adventure in web hosting, we've been at 1&1 for 13 years straight. We never really needed the dedicated server, by the way. PCVIP Inc.'s total traffic load is a few thousand pages each day, and a properly run server can handle that easily, even when shared by a few hundred websites. But as I told you at the time, we shifted to the big firepower to get better customer service through 1&1. Now, 3 years is a long time out here on the internet. A few months ago, I decided it was time to look into 1&1's new cloud server offerings. And those adventures in web hosting were not fun. To my horror, it turned out that 1&1's technical people understood their own cloud service less than I did. And I'm not even talking about the salespeople. This is the server geeks. So last month, I restarted my latest adventures in web hosting and eventually decided the best option was to move our business to SiteGround. By the way, you can visit SiteGround if you click this link or the picture at the top of this article, and full disclosure, they may pay us if you buy anything. As I said, web hosting changes over time. We're back on a shared hosting platform at SiteGround, paying 1/8 of what our dedicated server costs. And here's the rub. Our SiteGround shared hosting runs faster, a lot faster, than the dedicated server we had did at 1&1. It's kind of amazing. In fact, it almost shouldn't be possible. It's a big win. But getting there took way too much work, and moving the hosting wasn't even the hard part. Part of SiteGround's speed advantage is their integration of performance features that webmasters usually need to set up and tweak themselves. SiteGround Super Cacher is tweaked to do a better job than any software you could add, for example. SiteGround also integrates internally with Cloudflare's content delivery network. Problem is, because of our traffic patterns, they're a little bit unusual. Supercharger, which runs only one way, you can't tweak anything, actually made AnswerGuy Central slower. And SiteGround's way of using Cloudflare destroyed our SEO. Google had completely de-indexed us for almost 2 weeks. And those adventures in web hosting were only apparent because I was checking. Now, believe it or not, I am not blaming SiteGround. The way SiteGround makes servers fast depends on a technique that geeks called inheritance. And inheritance works in a very specific way, but once designed, it's rigid. Designed well, inheritance is a best practice that actually makes sense. Sometimes, for many people, forced standards can be a good thing. But after all is said and done, this becomes a matter of customer service. 1&1 lost us after 13 years because their customer service had become atrocious, even when I was paying a lot extra to get it. SiteGround's customer service is great, but you need to know how to ask the right questions. Which brings us back to where we started. There is a happy ending here for you. Click this link and just ask, and the answer guy will host your website at SiteGround for free, seriously free, for a whole year. Of course, just as SiteGround's magic tools work best when you follow a few rules, our free hosting has some strings attached, but I promise you won't mind them. Intrigued? Of course you are. But, well, that's what adventures in web hosting are all about. I'm the Answer Guy, and I'll be back.